Hey, Denver Black with Soilcraft. I want to talk to you for just a minute on how we measure the impact from the Rainbox, from the irrigation water treatment system. You know, we're trying to make it more like rainwater, right? Which is natural. But how do we measure that? How do we measure the output, the impact? How do we measure it in season? So one of the ways you would think you would measure this through electrical conductivity, but in fact, we don't always find that to be telling. Because while we're lowering things like bicarbonates, which can be sodium bicarbonate, etc., it's actually not as telling. As it turns out, what we really want to measure is what's called SAR, which is the sodium adsorption rate. Now, why that's important is because as we kick off sodium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate that might be in your water or that have accumulated in your soils, that makes room. It makes room in your soil for calcium and potassium. So actually the best way we're finding to monitor our progress is through monitoring our bases, calcium, potassium, magnesium, sodium, and hydrogen. But not just your generic base test, not just a water-based test, but a paste test, a specific one where we do the calculations to come up with a sodium adsorption rate. But here's the takeaway. What's amazing is we see calcium coming up, potassium coming up, and sodium going down. What about magnesium? Well, what we see is we see calcium to magnesium ratios balancing in the ideal ratios that we're looking for, which is amazing because that means not only are we seeing sodium disappear, but we're seeing electrical conductivity staying ideal. We're not seeing it go extreme, high or low, no. But that means there's more calcium and potassium in your soils, and we know that as the ratios improve between calcium and magnesium, that's going to impact what? It's going to impact your soil particles, causing them to open up and flocculate. And we see that, we know we do. We see that, we see water infiltration increasing, we see fluffier, lighter soils, compaction going away, and this is why. Because sodium is released and flushed out, calcium comes in, is able to sit on the soil as we like it to be, the ratio is balanced, and it's miraculous what's happening. Guys, I can't tell you how amazing it is. We're already irrigating. To make such an impact by just augmenting our irrigation system. We're watering. While you water, to be changing calcium to magnesium ratios just from something you're already doing, it's incredible. Check out our website. You can see the results from this, as well as we'll be posting more and more videos as we follow, as we're doing our tests in the field as we go to monitor this. This is how we're measuring in season. How are we measuring otherwise? Simply put, healthier crops, healthier soils, higher fungal activity. It's amazing. Anyways, that's how we're measuring. Thanks for joining me.